Welkom bij Pyanodons with alternative energy, 360 hours walkthrough base tour. And today we're gonna do nothing else than talking about the arquat. Arquat we need for honey, we need for serum, venom, many to do with arquat. How to start? First of all, we need the honey. First of all, we need arquats. Let me say that. The arquat, the first arquats we do with DNA. I told you that already, but I just repeat a little bit for people who don't watch. The first arquat is with DNA. Simple DNA, and what we get one arquat and 10 arquat X, because it starts all multiplying the arquats with X. X is the main, yes, and for the X you need a queen, and without a queen you cannot make X, you cannot make arquats, you can do nothing. So how we solve that problem? I'm going to show you. First of all, we need for making a queen. I show you a queen. It's really a quite complicated process. Arquat queen. This is the queen. Even kijken hoor. There is just one recipe and I cannot find it. A queen. Now we make a queen. Van een arquat nest. That was it. An arquat nest is, we need eggs. So we can make an arquat queen and we have 1% chance to succeed. So it takes many cycles and then we get an arquat queen. Okay, but the nest need vrouws, need arquat magots, need honeycombs. So we first need honey. Eggs weer and vrouws. We start with honeycombs. We do the DNA and the arquats we use here for modules. Then we need honeycombs. We need empty honeycombs. Any honeycombs we made from this one. Aralasia, Bodospore and oligamicals. Oligamicals we made already the last time, I guess. That was here. These are the oligamicals. Yes. Lard with titanium and water. Now, sporen is easy. That is only put die dingen. No modules. No, only put on the recipe and it's automatically running already. Now, here we get the oligamicals and barrels, and we get that, and they're coming back, and we get arquat honeycomb. Arquat honeycomb, we need a few only, because they are recycling, like here. Here we make the honeycombs, yes, and with the honeycombs we can do two things. Some recipes need the honeycombs and other recipes need the honey. So what we do here, we squeeze out the honeycombs and we get an empty honeycomb. A return, and the empty honeycomb we can recycle here. We give them an empty honeycomb, we fill it, and we have here, yes, some are coming here through. This is the section of the vrouws. I make a new section of vrouws. I have already vrouws, of course, but I make new. Is the vrouw food. Yeah. The vrouws, because the aquats need vrouws for making honey. Here we have the honey. Here we have the vrouws. Nee, sorry, you need Ulrich. Ulrich we made also already. Ulrich. Vrouw is for multiplying. Vrouw is another story. Here is the story from the maggots. And here I use the eggs what I get from the DNA crafting. En cage vrouw, dus die vrouw we have here, vrouw we put in the cage here, is also recycling because the cages I get back as they are consumed, the vrouws, eggs, the honeycombs, and I get back an arkwat of a used camp, arkwat maggots, and the 10 cages. The used camps is, we can use that later, we can make wax of it. For the rest you can do nothing useful with it actually. Can also not recycle it. This is another one, don't forget that, it's an empty camp. That is not the same camp as the other one what I talk about. This we have to make from ash, coal dust, sand and taling dust. Taling dust we had for an Exilix production, creosote. En dat gaat hier naartoe. This is not recycling. This we cannot recycle. This only one time, as I guess, because then we get an empty cum weer back. And that's the same empty cum from this one. From there, that's why they go on the same. Did I do that good? Nee, niet. I get nothing in return. No, sorry. I get only an aqua nest I get now. Now we get the nest, yes? Remember the nest? We get an aqua nest and the honeycomb is gewoon complete disappeared. And the aqua maggots also. Don't forget. This one is the production. 1% chance to get an aqua queen. Yeah, need a nest. The nest here, what I make here, I divide. I put the half now here and the half goes straight, because the other half is not for the queen, but is made for multiplying the arkwats. And we also have to multiply the arkwats, of course, because we need eggs. Yeah. There's a whole complicated story, I know, but it is the only way you can do it. This one made because in short I did this cycle to make the queen, and you can see that on the right side 142 times in this factory, and I get already one queen. The queen I put in the chest and I get with the requester, I get it here. Yeah, here we have the queen and we're waiting now for arkwats. And the arkwats is waiting for nest. We need one more nest and then we can make an arkwat, because we need 2 nests. And the nests are not really coming right now, looks like. So I decide now to stop with the queen to multiplying because I cannot afford that. I cannot. Where is that, the queen? So the nest, I give it priority to the right. And we shall help a little bit because this is locked. We come not more far away because I need the eggs and the eggs need. So it is. So what we do, we go to the creature chamber and grab some if there are. I think there are. Kijk, see, there are 44 arquats. So we go back and we give the eggs. Arquat nest. What's here's the line for the arquat eggs, by the way. These are the eggs. And we get maggots and maggots. And by the way, we are not yet, the story is not yet complete. How many arquats I have? Because then I get eggs also already. Where are my arquats? 4. And we had already 3 or something like that, if I remember. Een nest is dat. Deze. 4. But we need 7. We need 7. What I like to tell you is this. We need red hot coke. Yeah? And how to make a red hot coke. Because I made that also. Red hot coke is made from coal. Not raw coal, maar gewoon normal coal. Coal you can make from raw coal. Ja, van kool dus. You can make from raw coal. It's made from raw coal. This I did what I normally do. The koolgas and the tar. The tar what we produce, because we have too much tar, I use again to make this recipe. This is the whole production. I start harvesting this special for the red hot coke. This is to make the coke. It is not running now because I don't consume a red hot coke. Make a red hot coke here. The kookovengas I use to make hot air. I did not put the hot air, by the way. I think now about it. I have to put the pipe. I forgot to put the pipe. Anyway, this was for the additional hot air. And I use the tar, what I told you, the tar what is too much is an underflow. If this is higher than 80, he allowed to flow. And then I consume the what is too much tar, and I make there taling pan, salina water, and vloegas. Vloegas I blow away like normal. This is a process what I did already before, by the way. And I make a raw Nexilix. I put it in the train, and I bring it to the other factory where I process it to Nexilic plate. In the meantime, Nothing happened here, zeker? I'm still waiting for my argots. It is a long process, I know. And the transport belts are also not short. You see, it is working here. And this is quite fast already. Then we get an aqua nest. And that nest that goes to the other one. This nest, I can pick it up if I'm fast enough. I have only one running, two are running, by the way. Is that so? Yes, I have two running. So I get for sure two nests, minimum. If this is finished, I bring the nest to make arquats. Wait a moment. Look if I can get it. Saves time. Kijk, daar is hij. Do I have it? Aquat nest. Here. One nest. This for the queens. We don't use that now. Because we need all the nests right now for here. To multiply them. Put here normaal in the chest. And then he goes here in the chest. And from the chest he goes here. And now we get between 5 and 10 arquats. And the 5 and 10 arquats, they go here in, and what was it now? I forgot to request here, I think. Wait, yes, because I have to request here arquats. Otherwise we never. And we can ask 50, but let's do 10. Kijk, there they go. It is really a quite complicated process, and I don't know how to explain it better. Kijk, there zijn 6, and this one creates dus weer die eggs. And the eggs we make on the end weer nest. And I hope we don't lose our arquat queen, otherwise we have a problem. Because there is 1 on 1000 that we lose the queen. That's why we have to make more queens, always. Not only now to put in more production units, but also because you lose them. There is a 99.9% chance that he is surviving, but there is also a 0.1% that he get lost, and it is 1 on 1000 dus. So we wait this process. Maybe we don't wait this process, but we have to wait for this one. And this one is ready now. And now we get the aquats. There we go. With the gums. The gums I save for later purpose to make wax of it. Kijk. This allows to run because we need it later also for serum and other things, arthropod blood. Kijk, they all go here, and that's good. And this is running, and we have to get our queen back. Where is our queen? Don't tell me he's lost. Oh my goodness. It looks like he's lost. No, there's my queen. Ah, thank God. And the queen goes back, back up, and goes here in the chest. And he gets here in. And then we do the next cycle. There we go. Ah, I cannot see the queen because she is busy. We consume him already. We get them only back if we release the eggs and other materials. Understand? No. I keep it by this. I don't know what I'm going to do next 10 hours because we have to work for this. That is the main. And we have this one and we are working for this one. And the number one is this one, but we need aqua honey, and we first have to multiply the aquats because this is nothing. Vrouw Cocon we have already. Laboratory instruments a headache because the rubber what we lock. What we also can do is microfiber. I don't think we have microfiber. Ah, we have all microfiber. I remember we make this. This we have already. Primer. We have everything, so we can start already with making other recipes, and this one of course. Oh yeah, that was this one. And that needs sea sperm. And we have sea sperm we made also already. So we can while this is almost multiplying and running, we can do a lot of other things already to work on the Pi 2 science packs. I like to ask you, please subscribe, because I have almost no subscribers. I like to thank everyone for watching. Please, I hope you enjoyed the watching, and I hope to see you the next 10 hours. And take care of yourself.